And we are back, YouTube. For anyone who's returning, thank you, and for everyone who's new, welcome. I'm Mitch, and this is Retro Rummage. Aim of the game of this channel normally is buying games, DVDs, Blu-rays, any electrical items I can get my hands on for a cheap price at boot sales, so I can get them traded in at CEX for a high price. So yeah, I can build my own gaming collection. Now, unfortunately, every single boot sale has been rained off this weekend. I don't know if you can see from outside, but it is absolutely miserable today. So yeah, my Saturday boot sale is finished for the year, and the Sunday ones that are still going on at the moment, they're obviously rained off because of the poor weather. So yeah, it's the first weekend in as long as I can remember that I've not been to a boot sale. So you can imagine I'm absolutely gagging to get my hands on some retro games. So I thought, it's Sunday, it's I think around 11 o'clock, I'm going to head to two retro gaming shops that are in the Essex area. First one, which I haven't been to before, is Mizo Gaming. And then the second one is the Retro Hunter in Leigh-on-Sea. I'll put links to their shops in the description. Please do check them out. I've actually been to the Retro Hunter before. Spoke with a guy called Ali who runs the place. I'll put a card up the top for you to go and check out that video if you're interested. But yeah, just gonna go and have a look, see if they've got any PlayStation 1 games that I haven't got. That I'm assuming they'll probably be complete considering these are gaming shops, but we'll have a look, and yeah, hopefully the money that I save for the boot sales this weekend I can spend on a couple of games to add to my collection. So yeah, let's hit the road and yeah, see if we can get some good pickups. And we're back. So yeah, a successful trip to two retro shops. Shout out to both of those guys running the shops. Unfortunately, in Mizo Gaming, I didn't get a chance to speak to him too much because it's quite busy in there. To be fair, there was maybe about 5 or 6 people in there, so I didn't really want to take too much of his time. But yeah, I really enjoyed it in there. I would say that he was more, well, not necessarily that it's more that what he was aiming for, but that's just how it was. Is that his store had a lot of Nintendo and Sega stuff. There wasn't loads on offer, PlayStation wise. Yeah, whether or not that's because that's just how it is, or he prefers trading in that stuff, I don't know. So I was actually only able to pick up one game from Mizo Gaming. So I'll go over that, and then yeah, also I went to the Retro Hunter in Leon C. Good to see Ali again. Again, he was quite busy is there as well. So yeah, I only spoke to him for a bit. Now I was in two minds about how to show the footage of me the the game store. So I've sped it up and put some music over it, so you could see me, going through the shop naturally as I would. Obviously, there's some occasions where I was talking and I may have just been standing still, but if I ever do something like this in the future, if I go to, another game store further afield, let me know in the comments. Would you prefer me to do it how I've done it, where it's just sped up a little bit and you can obviously watch me going through the whole store? Would you rather me edit it and just cut to bits where I'm looking through the game that I think with no music over the top? I didn't really know how to edit that, should we say. So please do let me know in the comments if you've got any suggestions. But yeah, we'll flip the cameras. I'll go over the games that I purchased and how much I spent on them. So yeah, first game that I got from Mizo Gaming, the first and only game, unfortunately, was Tomb Raider 3. Complete, obviously, as you can see there, is in good condition. And I only paid £6 for that one. It's actually still got the label on it. Can we take it off? Is it easy to get off? I'll get it off later. But yeah, I think this is the second Tomb Raider. I've said in some of my previous videos, I wasn't the biggest Tomb Raider fan. Like I do have memories of playing it as a kid, but it's one of those series where I'm not desperate to get it into my collection. So I haven't really gone out of my way to find it. If I can pick up a game here and there for £5, £6, £7, I will do it. So yeah, I managed to get Tomb Raider 3. What is this? Adventures of Lara Croft. I think I've got Tomb Raider: The Last Revelations at the moment as well. So still on the lookout for some of them. But yeah, they can wait, and when I do get them, they can go into the collection. But yeah, that's the first one. So yeah, £6 as well. With regards to the pricing, in Mizo Gaming, I think he was there or thereabouts. Obviously, the good thing about going into a retro shop is that they will actually do probably what CEX should do. And that, I mean, I don't know if you noticed in the one for Retro Hunter, was a couple of games where we had multiples of them, but they were different prices. And that's because of the condition of the game. So obviously this one's £6. There is like a little bit of a crack in the case there, nothing too major. But in Mizo Gaming, what they also done is they had sleeves where it was the game, but no case. So obviously you had all of the inserts, the manual and the disc, but someone's obviously traded it in, and the cases, like one of these over here where it's maybe, snapped off. I mean, I don't know if you can see it in there. It's snapped off, and he's probably just thought, I'm not going to sell it in that condition, so I'll put it in the sleeve, sell it for a bit cheaper, and then if someone wants to trade out the case, they can do that themselves. So that was a good thing. He did have a couple of games in there which were quite expensive. Like I think he had Vandal Hearts, although it didn't have the manual, and I think there was Puzzle Fighter, which I think he wanted maybe £75 for, something like that. But the more expensive games, I'll buy them from CEX because obviously I like to triple my money on my vouchers, and that's how I get those games for a little bit cheaper. So yeah, Tomb Raider 3 into the collection. So yeah, on to the next game. So all of these I picked up from the Retro Hunter. The first game was Alien Trilogy. Now, I haven't got any of the Alien games yet. They did have a copy of Alien Resurrection in there as well, which I think he wanted maybe £12 or £13 for. But I didn't have too much money to spend that day, so I opted for this one. But I will be on the lookout for Alien Resurrection at some point and grab that for the collection. But yeah, this one was £8, and then he had another one in there for £7, but it had a crack in the screen, and I thought
in the case, sorry. So I thought, you know, for £1, I'll go the extra and get the case that's decent. So yeah, happy with that. And then the second game was Carmageddon. Again, complete, in pretty good condition. I think this one wasn't £9.99. I don't know where that sticker's come from. I have to get that in a bit. This was £8, and I think he had 3 copies of this. I think there was one for £7 and one for £9, but I couldn't tell the difference between the £8 and the £9 one. So, you know, I went for this one. Maybe it's because, I mean, in hindsight, maybe it's because there's a little bit of a crack up there. But yeah, it's, what's it called? Not too much of a big deal for me, especially with these more cheaper games. I'm happy to, you know, just add them into the collection for, you know, £6, £7 or £8. So yeah, happy for that one. And then the last PlayStation 1 game now is Soul Blade. Now in the Retro Hunter, he has these in like a DVD sort of protect. It's like a I don't know if I still got them now. It's like a plastic covering. And obviously you can check the case over, and I just assumed that this would have been okay, but I'm a little bit peeved, just a little bit, because I don't know if you can see there, it's snapped on this one. And the problem with these are them smaller black cases. And to be fair, the ones that I've got, I think I've got Time Crisis and Street Racer, both on the PlayStation, where the cases are broke, so they're renowned for it. But you can't swap them into other cases because this little insert here, I don't know if I can show you, it's smaller than the normal case. So if I was to try and put that in there, I don't know if you can see actually, if I was to put that insert into here, it doesn't fit, it just sits on top. So you can't swap them into other cases. And I find it really hard to, to find these cases intact. So I'm a little bit peeved about that because I couldn't check it. I mean, I paid £11 for this game, you know, so it's not the end of the world. But it, you know, just goes to show you've still got to make sure you're checking all the cases. But yeah, Soul Blade here, really good game this actually. It's like a beat 'em up, but obviously everyone's all got knives or swords. So yeah, I've been on the lookout for this for a while, and for £11, the disc is in really good condition as well. You know, can't go wrong. All right, the case isn't in the best of nick, but you know, when it does close, it stays closed, and you know, it's apart from that, it's actually in pretty good condition. So yeah, another £11 there. And then the last game that I bought is a PlayStation 2 game, which is Dead to Rights. Now I love this game as a kid. It's got like bullet time in it, so you can jump through the air in slow motion and shoot people. Oh, that's how much I love it. It is. I've actually got it in the PlayStation at the moment. 2 seconds. There we go. So yeah, I've been playing it already. Yes, it's a really cool game. I'm on the lookout for Dead to Rights 2 as well. I think it's Dead 2 Rights. But yeah, I think I paid £5 or £6 for this. Yeah, and complete, and it's in really good condition actually. It had a bit of a what's the word? Like a mouldy smell to it. So I don't know if it had been kept in storage for ages, but the actual disc itself is minty fresh. So yeah, I mean, I may even just swap the case because I've got a couple of spare ones now. But yeah, Dead to Rights for £5 or £6. I actually can't remember how much that one was, but it was no more than £6. So yeah, those were all the games I managed to pick up. So what did I spend? 5, 11, 19, 30, £38. £38 on games. And then, sorry, I've just remembered as well, I'll have to reach past the camera because that's where it is. I've picked up a PlayStation 1 memory card boxed. Now this is really cool because at the moment I've got other boxed components, like I've got a boxed controller, multi-link, and obviously the PlayStation, all in this, you know, yellow and black style. So I was really happy to grab this because it looks cool with the rest of the bits that I've got. I mean, I'll take it out. There is a memory card in there. Not that I'm too fussed because obviously I've got about 1 million memory cards. It does have the actual original insert as well. So to be honest, I probably just paid a tenner for the box, but I'm happy to do that because it looks cool on the shelf. So yeah, I think I'm still on the lookout for a PlayStation 1 mouse. I need to get the PlayStation 1 analog controller boxed. And there's also, I think, a PlayStation Resident Evil ACSI, I think, a Resident Evil pad that is in the same style as this that I want to get as well. So still things to, set a goal for and get in the future. But for now, just that there. So yeah, in total, I spent £48. So yeah, really happy with my purchases. It's always good to get out and about, get into the retro shops, have a look what people have got put in stock. I would definitely recommend going to both of these stores. I'll put links to their websites or addresses in the description. If you're in the Essex area, go and check them out and see if they've got some games that you want, because literally, there's something for everyone. But yeah, I really do hope that everyone enjoyed the video. So yeah, please stay tuned, and I will see you all in the next one.